Hello, YouTube. I was just thumbing around through some videos and I noticed a discussion that I have. Well, I got a few things to say about. Oh Lord, Facebook. Um, I got a few things to say about it. The Chinese Gibson copy debate, or Chibson debate. Um, Now, I personally own a Gibson and have owned a couple of Gibsons in my life. Um, oh, hello, Kitty. Uh, Now, I personally like Gibsons. Probably my favorite guitar company of all time. Um, I've also played dozens of other brands and, you know, whatever. I've played guitars that try to model themselves after Gibsons and guitars that are kind of geared to appeal to the Gibson player, or a guitar that is I don't want to say cheaper, because that's not really the case. It's just less expensive than a Gibson, not necessarily made any sort of different way, or it's just the price tag that's on it is smaller. Um, Instead of paying like $1,500 to $2,000 for a guitar that probably costs the company maybe $400 to make. I don't know. But yeah, as far as that goes, well, if you want to buy a Chinese Gibson, by all means, do it. Because I really, like, the whole reason I started this page really is to kind of help people out who do DIY guitar repairs and like modding their own guitars and hot rodding things and stuff like that. Um, if you like building your own guitar, why is that light? If you like building your own guitar and you like working on your own instruments, I would say buy one, because I own a guitar from the broad history of Gibson and companies trying to knock off Gibson. I have explained that guitar in one of my earlier videos. I think it's a list of all of my guitars, my favorite guitars. But I'll go get it for you right now. Oh, great. My wife has things on top of it. This is awesome. I love it. Alright, so this is my Courtly. Courtly. It is literally the exact same specs of a Gibson Les Paul Custom from the 1970s, but a bolt-on neck. Same neck dimensions, same fretboard radius. It plays better than some 70s Gibson Customs that I've played. Now, do I think that guitar, fresh out of the box, fresh from the retailer, played as well as a Gibson? No, I do not. I think that guitar plays better than a Gibson because it's been well worn and it's been played and it's been loved and it's been taken care of. Now, if you buy a Chinese Gibson, that guitar is made in China. It doesn't have a stamp on it. But I've done research on it. I know the guitars were made in China. So, they're saying that something is made in China and is not a quality instrument is false. And people, I'm probably going to get all sorts of hell for saying that, but whatever. I don't care. I've played plenty of Chinese Gibsons. I have friends who own a couple that, I've played and are wonderful guitars. There's one that looks exactly like Billy F. Gibbons' Pearly Gates guitar that I absolutely love, and my friend will not sell me for the life of him. Now, do I think that that is anywhere near the same as a handmade in America Gibson guitar? No, it is not. Is it the same quality? Probably not. You won't get it right out of the factory in tune. You won't get it right out of the factory with a proper setup. You'll have to do all these things yourself. But can a Chinese guitar can a Chinese copy of a Gibson or PRS or any name brand company be as good as the name brand? Yes, because all guitars are made out of wood, unless you buy them and it's made out of plastic, which I know some companies specialize in that, but I don't know how I feel about that. I like my guitars made out of wood. Anyway, or a Vista Light, that's kind of cool. I like those. I've played a Dan Armstrong before. Anyway, do I think that those guitars have the capability of being a good player and a good guitar to gig with? Yes, yes they do. They do have the ability and capability of doing that. Well, the ability would lie within yourself and being able to set it up, or within the person that you get your setups done by. Um, but as far as a Chibson versus Gibson debate, if you buy a Chinese Gibson and you like it and it's well set up, whether you do it yourself or if someone else does it for you, enjoy it. I promote the love of playing guitar regardless of what it is. Like I said, I own a Gibson copy that, by the way, they got sued for back in the day. Gibson sued them because of trademark infringement, excuse me, because it's a trademark design. Um, but yeah, as far as these one-off luthiers over in China building Gibson knockoffs, whatever. I might even own one. There are a couple that I've looked at on DHgate that are kind of cool. And you know what? I have enough confidence within myself as a builder and a luthier that I could set it up and make it feel just as good, if not better, than any Gibson that I would buy. Hate to break it to you, Gibson, but that's how I feel. Um, but yeah, you know, you want to buy a Chibson, do it. Don't let these assholes on the internet discourage you from doing so. Just because they think that they have, you know, some sort of seniority because they've been around longer and can tell whoever that they're assholes for buying a Chibson. Now, I cannot say that you're not an asshole for buying a Chibson. It's not really a debate. You want to buy a guitar, buy the guitar. You don't want to buy the guitar, don't buy the guitar. Now, that's the way I've always looked at it. I have things that would be considered pieces of shit laying around my house, and I love them. They play amazing because I know what I'm doing and I have confidence in what I'm doing as far as a luthier and a guitar repairman. So, if you want to buy a Chibson, buy a Chibson. You want to buy a Gibson, buy a Gibson. Do not discourage others for doing what they want to do. Please. Toodaloo.